What's going on,
What's
world?
happening?
Yo, the day has finally come. Season
Yeah,
2, episode 1 of the
yeah.
KC Ride
We here.
podcast. I'm
We here.
excited, you guys.
Yeah.
Excited for our topic today. So, you already know how we do stuff. We're going to have y'all sit back,
Mhm.
relax, get everything you need together. We
Mhm.
got an intro for you, a new intro
Yeah,
for
something
the
fresh.
new season.
I'm
And then
telling you.
we'll be back to party with you guys here in about 35
It's gonna
seconds.
be fresher than the bar soap.
Man, let's get it. Let's go. Oh, you know I love a good
Oh, I
vibe.
know you do. Hey.
Say, won't you come and vibe with us? You can vibe with us. You can come and vibe with us. Say, won't you come and vibe with us? You can vibe with us. You can come and vibe with us. Say, won't you come and vibe with us? You can vibe with us. You can come and vibe with us. Say, won't you come and vibe with us?
Hey.
And just like that, we are
Yeah.
back.
Hey, I know y'all were vibing to that, boy. I know y'all were vibing to
For
that.
real, for real. Let us know. Let us know what you think
Yeah.
about the new intro.
Yeah.
New season, new intro. So I'm excited about that. I'm very
Yeah.
excited about that. We also got new mics, so hopefully y'all can hear us a lot clearer
Yeah.
than you did during season 1. Cause we coming back bigger and better this season, you guys.
Bigger, better, bigger, better, bigger, better.
So let's get into today's topic.
Hey, what we
Okay.
doing? What we talking about
So
today?
today, we're gonna go ahead and title this podcast. You were persistent,
Uh huh.
but are you consistent?
Uh
You know what I'm
huh.
saying?
Yeah, I
And I
feel
kind
you.
of want to look at the consistency factor
Okay.
of life because a
Okay.
lot of people have a hard time with that. We have a hard time with that. We
Yeah.
have a hard
Sometimes
time
we
with
do. Yep.
consistency,
Mhm.
being consistent with stuff,
Mhm.
which is like why you guys ain't heard from us in about a year with our podcast. that that consistency factor,
Yeah,
you know?
it can be hard, man. I mean, because finding time is major when it comes to consistency. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, and priorities, time and priorities is major. You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right. So you guys, y'all already know how we do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop off a little statement that I found online that kind
Okay.
of correlates to what we're talking about today, and
Okay.
then we'll deep dive into it from there. Right.
Okay.
So the quote that I found online, it says, "If you are persistent, you will get it. If you are consistent, you will keep." One more
Mm-hmm.
time, run it back. One more time
Run
for the
it back.
people.
Run
All
it
right.
back.
If you are persistent,
Mm-hmm.
you will get it.
Mm-hmm.
If you are consistent,
Mm-hmm.
you
You
will keep
keep.
it.
Okay. Hey, hey.
Right.
Straight up, right there, man.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what was the first thing that popped in my mind, like when I read that statement?
But was
I think about this is a relationship podcast, right?
yep.
I
You
think
can
about
speak on that.
relationships,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you know how when a guy first meets a girl,
Mm-hmm.
he's persistent. You know,
Yeah.
he is opening doors. He's sending those good morning texts.
Uh-huh.
He's sending those good night texts. He's just
Uh-huh.
checking on randomly throughout the day. He dropping knowledge. He's freaking, you used to do poems. He just dropping
Yeah.
poems throughout the day. He's just doing his thing in that quote unquote newlywed
Mm-hmm.
part of your relationship,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But what happens is that persistence gets that girl, right? That's
Uh-huh.
what make her like, oh, this me. This gonna be me.
Uh-huh.
But if he's not persistent in it, it's not something that he keeps up. I think that's low key what kind of makes relationships fall off a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Cause it's like you went through all this to get me. You gonna have to put forth some kind of effort in order to keep me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I get it. I
What you
get
think
it.
of that?
I understand. I mean, what people call that the honeymoon phase, the romantic phase.
Right.
And that's something that yeah, we do that. We do that because we want to show you that we appreciate you. We really like you, you know. But it can be kind of a double-edged sword, if you say, for lack of a better term.
Okay.
Because you gotta see what this brother intentions are. You know, you gotta see what his intentions are. I mean, it's the same way with the women too. You gotta see
Right.
what their intentions are. You remember that song Lauryn Hill made? You know, you
Here
better
you
watch
go with
out.
your
You know,
songs
but at the same
again.
time,
I never know what
I'm just
song you're
using
talking about because you be having the lyrics
that
wrong all the
thing.
time.
You know what I'm talking about? That
What does that have to
thing.
do with
But she's basically
anything?
saying that, hey, look, you got to be careful because, yeah, this brother or this sister may be doing these nice things for you
Uh-huh.
just to get in them draws. Look, you notice that a lot of relationships happen. Okay, a man is persistent, inconsistent with opening doors, doing nice things,
Right.
buying roses and flowers, but when he getting them draws, sometimes that changes, right?
Or sometimes it makes it that much better.
It makes it that much better.
So,
But you asked me a question. Let me get done. I'm telling you, baby, listen. When you get, I mean, people. Some people do it because they love you, yeah. But when you get married in a relationship for a long time, those things kind of get backwashed. They kind of get less important because you like, well, I gotta continue to hold doors open.
which is the point of like the topic
Yeah,
for today.
absolutely.
That's what I'm going. It don't have nothing to do with getting in draws and all. It ain't got nothing to do with that.
I'm
It's
just laying
about
that out there. Yeah.
consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
like within a relationship, with our relationship,
Yeah.
there is certain things that's consistent within our relationship, almost to the point where it's like, what's it called? Like
Repetitiveness.
it's not even repetitive. It's like just it's natural almost.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
almost 17 years in the game. We'll
Uh-huh.
be year 17 in what? October.
Yeah.
Married 16 years in August,
Yeah.
right? So all these years in the game, you still open doors for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost to the point where it's natural. I will be in La La Land, just do, walking to
Yeah.
the car and literally stand there, and you'll come open the door. So I'm so used to
Yeah.
it. It's like I'm sitting there playing on my phone, waiting for the door to come open,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that's natural to me. To the days that you don't do it,
Mm-hmm.
and the days that it don't get done, I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
Like you do it even when you're mad.
Yeah.
Like even if you slam my door after you let me
Yeah.
in, you still let me in. Same thing vice versa with the things that I do. Like there's things that I do with you. Every
Yeah.
morning, I make you a cup of coffee.
Yeah. I
I bring you a
appreciate
cup
that.
of
Yeah.
coffee. Right?
It's good too.
It's just something that is like consistent within our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Almost to the fact that it's like military. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's something that we know to
Yeah.
do.
Like you said, second, it becomes natural. I
Right.
get it.
Second nature.
Yeah. Second nature.
So that's consistency like within a relationship.
Yeah.
But now we take that same persistence and you take that same consistency and you put it in like everyday life because everyone that listens to the podcast is not in a relationship.
Uh-huh.
This is everyday life stuff too, right?
Uh-huh.
We have an issue with consistency.
Uh-huh.
Like we will start something, it'll
Mm-hmm.
be going good, and then you slowly just start falling off
Yeah. Yeah.
just a little bit. And
Yeah.
that's again human nature.
Human nature.
That's stuff that people do all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a YouTube page,
Mm-hmm.
you know, hashtag Team Martin YouTube page.
Mm-hmm.
We were persistent. We're getting out there, getting followers and all that. And then it's like one day it's like, wow, we ain't got time to edit a video today.
Mm-hmm.
And then that day turns into a week, and that
Yep.
week turns into a
A
month.
month.
That month turns into a year.
Yep.
And now here it was yesterday. We looking back at our old videos. We like, dang,
Yeah.
like
Just
our
looking at the
oldest
kids.
kid
Yeah. See how much they
is
done
the
grew up.
age of our youngest kid
Yep.
now in that video.
So yeah.
So it's like that consistency. We just
Yeah.
need to learn how to be consistent in life, consistent in everything that we do.
And it takes repetitiveness. I mean, it takes discipline. That's what it is. And we as grown folks don't like discipline. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Hey, I'm grown. I don't have to be. Well, it takes discipline in order to be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a whole nother different level. You know, when just like going to the gym every day. You know what I'm saying? You say, hey, look, I want to get myself right. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my six pack,
Right.
whatever. You
Getting
know,
hot
you
girl summer ready.
exactly. Hot girl summer ready. Where you wanna, hey, look good. You know what I'm saying? Take your shirt off. But it takes work. It takes time, discipline, and work. And if you say, okay, I'm gonna take the day off, you know, so I hit the gym hard yesterday, why I need to do it today? That's when you start messing it up. That self discipline goes out the window. Cause like you said, that day turns into a week, and that week turns into a month. And next thing you know, you still look the same like you did last year because you ain't did nothing. You wonder why you still look the same way because you hadn't did nothing because you ain't consistent with it.
Do you think it
So
has something to do with like finding purpose? Like
it's
people are consistent with stuff that they have a purpose for, right?
absolutely.
So like for instance, I am a vegan.
Mhm.
I don't eat meat. I don't eat dairy.
Mhm.
I'm vegan. Decided to go on a vegan lifestyle. It's been almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
You know that I
Great.
haven't touched meat, haven't touched dairy. You know, just it's something. But I had a purpose behind it.
Yeah.
Like we'll get into that in another podcast. But I had a purpose behind it. I had a
Absolutely.
reason for doing it. So now it's like it's second nature to me now because I'm so used to not eating the
Yeah.
meat. I'm so used to not eating the dairy
Yeah.
where I'm going places. I'm like, hey, does this have any milk in it?
Yeah.
Or hey, this doesn't have any animal products and stuff in it. But I had a purpose behind it.
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing kind of goes back to our podcast.
Uh-huh.
We have a purpose behind our podcast.
Uh-huh.
We started this podcast, one, because it gave us the opportunity to tell our stories,
Uh-huh.
to tell our opinions on stuff, to reach out and touch other people, right?
Uh-huh.
But then it became a thing where it was low key strengthening our relationship too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's stuff that we discuss on the podcast. Because I'm gonna be honest, sometimes we're out talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a subject will come up, a topic will come up,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll put a fork in it. We'll be like,
Yeah,
wait a
yeah, yeah,
minute,
yeah.
this is a podcast topic. This is a podcast topic,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it gives us the opportunity to sit back, hear one another's opinion on stuff, see
Mm-hmm.
stuff from one another's point of view,
Mm-hmm.
discuss that. But it goes a step farther. It
Mm-hmm.
allows, you know, the people out there in the world, because there's people listening to our podcast in Africa. There's people listening to our podcast in the States and Europe.
Yeah.
They're listening all over. And it gives all those people the opportunity to hear both of our perspectives, to
Mm-hmm.
either agree or disagree with what we say. But also it gives them a platform to add their own opinion into it,
Mm-hmm.
which opens our mind and shows us a different way of seeing things.
Absolutely.
And at the same time, we're learning, we're
Exactly.
growing,
Exactly.
while we're trying to give other people the opportunity to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the persistence, yeah, we had a lot going on, which is
Mm-hmm.
why, you know, we weren't persistent with our podcast. It seems like every time you get over one step, you get knocked back down 3 more steps.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's to the point where it's like, no, we need to get back out here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're giving a voice.
Exactly.
You know, we're giving a mind, we're giving the opportunity to go out here and talk to people, to go out
Exactly.
here and, you know,
Yeah.
manifest
And
life to people and stuff
exactly.
like that.
And it lets people know that they're normal. We're normal.
Right.
In a sense of saying, hey, look, how many times have we seen something and we've been like, dang, we went through that same thing,
Right.
you know?
Exactly.
And it's like, oh,
Oh,
it's not.
it's
Well, you
glad
know,
we ain't the only
we ain't the only
ones.
ones that's going through that.
Right.
But your response to your situations make the difference, you know, regardless of anything. Are you going to give up because you think you're the only one going through that?
Right.
Once you see, hey, look, I went through that same thing that person's going through right now, or that person's going through the same thing that I'm going through right now.
Or we'll
If
be in the store and see a bunch of people with 3 little bitty
yeah,
babies,
we
and
don't
we're like,
seen that.
ooh, we remember
Yeah, we
those
remember
days.
those days, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, you know, this is normal. We're not getting punished or anything like that. Having issues that are as bad as we think because this person probably has 10 times worse than me, or they're probably going through the same thing that I went through. So
Right.
you have to remember that, you know.
Your test is someone else's
Exactly,
testimony.
because you may think, hey, look, I'm at this point right here. I'm trying to get to that point, You say a straight line to the finish line, but let me tell you, God may have another plan. God may want you to go through some obstacles to get to that point that you want to go to, so you can appreciate it a whole lot more when you get there.
I think that's what makes consistency hard, though.
It does.
It's hard to be
It does.
consistent with stuff when it seems like there's everything in the world throwing daggers at you to make you not want to do stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's the point of it.
Like our podcast, it's like I want to be consistent in giving the people a new podcast every day, but we went through a time where the computer wasn't updating. We went through a time where the microphones are acting up.
Everything was going.
We went through a time where it's like, dang, now the audio isn't lining up with this. We went through a time where it's like, dang, our host who we use to put all our stuff on the platforms and all that, they're like, no, you gotta do this, that, and the third. But when we started becoming more consistent with stuff, and every time something was thrown at us, we came up with a different solution. I think that's also what helps you learn, and that's also what gives you your greater blessing. Because it's like, I go back to favorite story in the Bible, the story of Job, right? And I go back to that all the time. I'm like, sometimes God has to throw stuff at you. He has to give you some obstacles. And then he's going to see what you do with that. And that's how you go on with life, and that's how you get your blessings. You get to the bigger picture, but it's going to take you going through those steps.
Exactly. I got something for you. Peep this out. Your obstacles are meant to become your testimony. Your testimonies are meant to be shared with others, to let others know, hey, look, man, if you could do it, I could do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Those people that are giving up or are on their last leg, on their last nerve, or whatever, they can hear what you're saying and say, God, dog, well, they made it. I can make it too.
Right.
And just like like you said, but are you disciplined enough to continue to do what you're doing? Like you said, with your vegan journey, right?
Yeah,
you had to be disciplined, right?
Yeah.
It's too easy to go to McDonald's and go
especially when I'm the only vegan in the house. See, everybody else, Chad is vegetarian.
I'm vegetarian.
Our daughter Azaria, she is vegetarian. But our son, Rick, he be looking like, where the meat? So it's like I still have to cook. Regular food.
And that's the point I'm getting to. Like, it's too easy. You hungry, right? It's too easy to go, oh, okay, I'm about to head to McDonald's or order some DoorDash, get me a burger or whatever. It's too easy. But when you are venturing on this vegan lifestyle or vegetarian lifestyle, you just can't go and get anything. You have to be creative. You have to create stuff in your kitchen as well, because it ain't you can't just go to the stove and go get a burger. You have to create something. Yeah, you can go out and get plant-based or whatever, and vegetable burgers and stuff like that. What's that?
Consistency also educates you.
It does, absolutely.
Because there are so many instances where you get the tagline of, oh, this is plant-based, or this is vegan, this is vegetarian, and then you flip it over and you start reading. It's like, whoa, you put this in there. Like, small things, for instance, fruit snacks at Target, right? Fruit snacks at Target, the Target brand fruit snacks, the one that we used to get all the time when our kids ran track. It contains gelatin, yes. It contains pork gelatin. You know what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that where it's like, dang, I'm educating myself. Freaking the French fries at McDonald's, it's like, you think this French fries, this potatoes, you think, right? No, they add beef fat in it in order to fry it. So it's stuff like that educates you, and that consistency, being consistent and being like, no, I'm gonna do this, no, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. It trains your body,
exactly,
to come up in a better part. So at the same, it's funny because it's like, in order to be persistent, you got to be consistent. In order to be consistent, you got to be persistent.
They play hand in hand.
You're always trying to better yourself.
Absolutely.
And it's bettering yourself with a smile on your face.
Exactly.
Like, I listen to podcasts. I love a good podcast. I will shout out a good podcast like any given time. I love a good podcast. My cousin, Alexis, she has a podcast called Classy with a Shot of Chaos,
Good podcast, by the way.
Yeah, it is very good. I listened to an episode the other day with my older cousin on it,
Uh-huh.
Aaron, and that's my mother's sisters
Uh-huh.
and brothers' kids, right? So I'm listening, and I'm listening to my cousin talk about her journey. I'm listening to her talk about everything that she went through with her baby. I'm listening to her talking about everything that she's still going through with the baby and all
Mm-hmm.
that. And I'm seeing her on social media with a smile on her face. I'm seeing her on
Look at
social
that.
media discussing the little things that's going on, but she's
Uh-huh.
discussing it in a manner where it's like, this isn't a burden, this is a blessing.
Yep.
And being able to do that with a smile on your face, that in itself is a
It's saying
testimony.
a
And that's
lot.
her being, consistent in her journey, consistent in her walk, letting, her people know that there ain't nothing that can get you down. But at
Absolutely.
the same time, there's people out here who aren't like that. There's people out here who is going through it, and you can look at them and you can
Hey,
tell that they're going through it because they're telling the whole world about it.
I'm
So
telling
it's
you.
like, instead of being consistent in your prayer, being consistent in your journey, being consistent in talking and journaling and manifesting and shadow work, whatever it is that you do out there in your
Uh-huh.
individual household,
Uh-huh.
instead of turning to that, you turn to the world. You want to
Uh.
have a pity party. So you're on the internet like, I don't know why I'm
Yeah.
going through all this. I don't
Yeah.
know why. Maybe because you're using your fingers for the wrong stuff.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
being consistent is consistency is in a relationship. Being consistent with your partner to make sure that you
Yeah.
still have those vibes you had when you first, started out. Being consistent in your personal life, you being consistent in your journey, whether it be religious, whether it be
Uh-huh.
spiritual, whether it be
Uh-huh.
whatever it is that you're doing, being consistent in it, making sure that you always, on the right path. Being
Uh-huh.
consistent in your parenting,
That's a lot.
because that's another thing. Because sometimes it's
Yeah.
easier to be like, yo, how many times have we been like, you grounded? Don't touch them daggone electronics.
Yep.
And our son, our oldest son,
Mm-hmm.
he will intentionally come and just start getting on your nerves.
Yeah.
He'll come and he's consistent with it. He'll just start saying
Consistent.
stuff. He'll start doing stuff. He'll
Yep.
start just annoying his little brother.
Yep.
He's
Yep.
walking in the
Yep.
room, just passing gas, leaving. He's
Yeah.
doing all
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
stuff.
Been annoying, doesn't it?
Just so, because Chad will break down and Chad will be like, bruh, just go play the game.
You've done it
Just
too. We both
go,
done
yeah.
that.
He consistent. It's just in the wrong thing,
Uh-huh.
But it's like being consistent in parents and being like, dude, I don't care how annoying you are. I know what you're trying to do. You not finna touch that video game.
Yeah.
You not finna get your
Yeah.
cell phone back. Go find something to do. Go read a book. Go eat an apple. Do
Because I'm
something.
going to admit, you the one that recognized it first. Because I was like, why is he being so goddamn annoying?
Right.
He was doing that for a purpose and for a reason. Because he knew that if he continued to be annoying, we were just going to say, man, look, just get it. Go to the basement. Go play the Xbox.
Right.
And that's what he wanted. So now, she put me on game. Now I'm on game. And we know what's going on with him. So we got ways to counter that now.
Right. So. But yeah, being persistent and in your parenthood, just is being persistent in life, period. Being persistent in your job, because I know everybody out here in the atmosphere who has a job, there are times where you are at your job like, why am I still here? what am I benefiting from this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you have to have that consistency where it's like, okay, I'm still gonna do what I want to do. I still got to do what I need to do. I still got to move up the chain and all that other stuff. Because for every dream, aspiration, and goal that you have in this life, I guarantee it, there's at least 5 people behind you like, nah, I ain't trying to let that happen. Mm-hmm. So when you praying on your come up, I guarantee you, y'all got a whole slither of freaking haters who's praying on your downfall.
Yeah, they're gonna always be haters, regardless.
Yeah, so if your consistency isn't constant enough to counteract all that negativity coming in you, you gonna shatter. You gonna shatter and you gonna fall.
Exactly, and usually those situations right there, when you're at your tipping point, a blessing is about to break through. People are looking at you like, okay, well, we already know she's about to go ahead. I mean, look, I mean, whether you're religious or not, I mean, they did the same thing to Jesus. I mean, they want to push you to your tipping point because they believe, hey, look, once this person give up, hey, I got them. There's nothing coming back from that. But what they don't know is that if you're strong enough to ride through that battle, go through that storm, you will come out on the other side victorious. And they will be looking dumbfounded because they like, wait, how did this person go through this but ended up being like this? What's
Right.
really going on? And it has happened to me. I mean, I was told, hey, look, you gonna be like this. This is what's gonna happen. But look, I prayed to my God, and once He got involved with everything, hey, I stopped fighting the battle, and I was consistent and persistent with making sure that He took care of my situation, and He did, and He continues to do it as well.
But just like you're persistent and consistent on your positivity, there's gonna be another person out there
Yep,
persistent and consistent on their
on that
negativity.
negativity, exactly.
I.e., going back to the story of our son, he was persistent, and it's like sometimes you have to step back for a second and you have to reevaluate situations and you have to reevaluate what you decide to do in life. And going back to like our podcast, it's something that I had to do like within myself because
hmm
I listened to our earlier podcast, right? And
hmm
anyone who knows me, if you know KO, if you know Kanisha on a personal level,
hmm
you know that Kanisha curse like a sailor. Like Chad will be like, "Bruh,
yeah,
what you cursing for?"
yeah,
It's
for
like
no reason. I'm
it's so natural to
like,
me. I curse like a sailor. It is what it is. And my mother started listening to our podcast, and she straight up told me, she was like, "Look, your message, what you're trying to get across to people, what you're trying to do is a positive note. But what's going to
yep,
break you is you not being able to watch your mouth and you just, doing all that cursing and all that, because that is going to overshadow what it is that you're trying to do."
absolutely.
And I had to look back and I had to reflect on that because it's like, dang, yeah, I am trying to do this positive, thing,
hmm
trying to reach these people in a positive way,
hmm
but the negativity of, I guess, my foul language in this example
Yep,
is what was bringing us down, and something that I didn't even think was, a bad thing. It was just me talking, me just
yep,
just talking natural, because everybody knows, like, I love God, I'm a Christian, I curse a little.
yeah.
It what it is. But I had to sit back and I had to reevaluate my situation. And now if you listen to the podcast and you listen to how we've developed, over those first 20 episodes of season 1, you kind of hear how every now and again
yep,
it slips out.
yeah,
My language slips out sometimes depending on what it is I'm talking about, and how I feel about the situation. But I had to be consistent in watching what I say. I
yeah,
had to be
yeah,
consistent in thinking about what was coming out of my mouth. I had to be consistent in saying, "Oh, okay, Kanisha, come back. Let's say that a different way." And me, kudos, not to ring my own bell or anything, but I'm proud of myself for that.
absolutely. I mean, you've done a good. I mean, look, nobody's perfect. I
Right,
mean, look, I'm not what I was saying because I'm not casting no stones at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we're expected to be perfect, but
right,
we're all imperfected. But we have to find ways within ourselves to get those wrinkles and those creases, make those wrinkles into creases,
right.
so that we can sharpen our lifestyle. Through God. We become more active into the church. And I believe that consistency, like you said, within that department will lead to success.
Can I be honest?
Yeah, what's up?
I don't think people were meant to be perfect. I think people were meant to be
And I don't think so either.
no, I don't think you are meant to be perfect. I think that you are meant to be better.
Be better, exactly.
To constantly
Exactly.
better yourself. Like
Absolutely.
if
Absolutely.
you wake up in the morning and you get yourself together, you get your shout out to me because I done put my husband on a skin routine. You you strive to be better within yourself. I think that's what's recognized. And I think that's
Yeah.
how people
Yeah.
recognize
Yeah.
the outside world. So to tie
Yeah.
everything back together, bro, we had our 30-minute mark
But
already. To try everything back, tie everything back together. I think consistency and being persistent and all that, it goes back to trying.
Yeah.
I think in a relationship or in a lifestyle or in your everyday routine or whatever, I think if you are constantly trying to do something, that is what's going to make you better and that's what's going to make you successful. If you're in a relationship, if you're constantly trying to continue to fall in love with your significant other over and over and over again, that's that consistency. That's that, that block is going to make your relationship and your bond is stronger. If you're at school and you're trying to pass a course, that consistency in studying, that consistency in trying to do better, that consistency in always reading up on new stuff, that's what's gonna make you better. That's what's gonna make you a better person. So I'm here as a representative of KC Vibe podcast to say, as long as you wake up in life, baby boy, baby girl, and you are trying, you are putting forth that effort, you are holding your head up, you are moving forward, bruh, you killing this thing.
You winning, man. You winning. You winning. You really
killing
are.
This.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't come down to the material things or what you got to show, what's in your hands. It's all about the inside.
Right.
It's all about the inside. And believe me, people would notice. Not only people, but God will let people notice. I've heard plenty of time people say, "Man, what's they doing good for themselves." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it would be noticeable.
But you don't know the struggle that
You don't know
goes
the
on
struggle
in between
exactly.
it. That is what it is.
That definitely.
So
is
people,
something that
stop
you don't
basing your
know.
life on other people's life.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Just try to do better within your life because you never know what that person has to go through to get to where they are today.
Absolutely.
But bro, we are way past our time. We're supposed to give you
good.
30 minutes and we over here just talking y'all
It's
ears
all
off.
good. They
So,
like it. They like it.
You got anything to add?
Hey, I'm good.
Well, I appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, if you have any questions, concerns, or you want to discuss something on the podcast, you want us to talk on a subject, go ahead and email us at askkcvibe@gmail.com. That's askkcvibe@gmail.com. If you don't use email, it's cool. Y'all can hit us up on any of our social media platforms. You can find me on TikTok at ayo_ko and the number 2. You can also find the podcast there at the KC Vibe Podcast. You can find the podcast on Facebook at the KC Vibe Podcast. You can also find it on Instagram. So if you guys don't have time to write all that stuff down, don't worry. I will connect the link tree in the bio where you can click on that and it'll take you wherever it is you need to be. Don't forget to like, share, comment, tell your people, tell a friend to tell a friend about the podcast. Let them know we're coming back for season 2. We're coming back bigger and better.
Absolutely.
Just FYI, moving forward, the podcast will be available on all streaming platforms, including YouTube, every Friday. We're coming back every Friday for you guys to give y'all some new material there. So
that's it. And I'm not gonna even say all my social media. Just go to that link tree.
He ain't gonna say it because he can't remember.
I can't remember.
If y'all people from season 1, y'all know he can't.
I got the memory of a 90-year-old.
That's why he ain't gonna say it.
Yep.
But also, you guys, before I leave, don't forget, if you are on Facebook, like the KC Vibe podcast and turn on your notifications because we go live randomly on Facebook. And we love going live because we love interacting with the people. We love seeing what you guys have to say. That right there is fun. I love doing it. We did it the other day. We were on there for like 45 minutes and didn't even
Didn't even
realize we were on
realize.
there that long. So y'all go ahead and tune in there. Tune in there. But you good?
I'm Gucci.
You
I'm
good?
Gucci. I'm Gucci.
Well, as always, I am the K.
And I'm the C.
Thanks for vibing with us. We will see you guys next Friday.
Yo,
Bye.
bye, baby, bye.